You guys. Oh.
Are you gonna die?
I really want this virus to end so that we can get back to visiting you guys in the offices and we don't have to resort to these kind of measures. Hey everybody, it's Jordan Rose with Unforgettable Coatings. This is going to be video 2 of our isolation series, we'll call it. Us doing really dumb stuff while in isolation to try and entertain you guys and to try and make it through this crazy time. So what I'm going to do right now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the YouTube series called Hot Ones. It's very funny. If you haven't seen it, I recommend going to check it out because that's what I am ripping off of. You want barbecue?
Yeah.
Oh, this is my youngest daughter, Etta. She's 2.5. So these are all of my kids. This is Nora, she's 4. This is Jonah, he's 7. Okay, so we're going to start at level 5 here. We're going to give, ooh, that's quite a bit. That's good. And then my sweet wife is going to give me the question while I'm biting into this.
Okay. What is the strangest or weirdest job you've ever had?
We would go to a grocery store. This is probably when I was 9 or 10, I don't know, maybe a little older, 11 or 12, somewhere around there. We'd go to the grocery store and buy a dozen donuts, and I would have some brown, like paper lunch bags that I would put 3 donuts into. And I had this crate that I would hook around my neck, had a little belt that went around my neck, and I'd walk around to car repair places, and I would sell those bags of 3 donuts. You know, I'd sell them for $1.50, I think it was, for a bag of 3 donuts, and I would walk from place to place along this busy street where I grew up, in the city I grew up in, and would sell until I sold out of them, and then would call my mom to come pick me up at the end. That was probably the first job I had.
Extra hot.
This one's called The Last Dab, and it is, oh boy, that's a lot.
Extra hot.
Yeah, really hot.
Extra.
So what's the question, babe?
It's what is your best or funnest, most fun childhood family memory?
It's getting really warm. The funnest childhood memory, I would say, was growing up. I grew up in a family of 10 kids. I was the youngest. Oh, that's coming on. That's really warm.
Yep. I think you should have done it.
I was the youngest of 10 kids, and so our road trips up to my mom's family up in Idaho. So I grew up in Utah. We'd go up to my mom's family up in Idaho, or down to my dad's family down. His dad lived in California. We would load all of us, and at the time that I remember, there was 8 of us in my dad's Oldsmobile. And thanks, baby. And we would load 4 of us in the front. Oh, that's so hot. 4 of us in the front would be my dad, my brother that's 6 years older than me, and my brother that's 8 years older than me would be in the passenger. So we had a bench in the front and the back. My brother that was in the passenger seat, I would sit between his legs.
Mom.
So there was 4 of us up there, and then my mom and my 3 sisters would be in the back. It was packed in there, really packed in there, but I just remember taking these long road trips and listening to the Beach Boys, or listening to my parents loved Broadway shows, so we would listen to Phantom of the Opera or Les Miserables, and they're fun memories. Fun to look back on. At the time, I did not like those trips because it was a long time sitting in this car, really smashed in with a lot of other people, but oh.
Third question. If you were a professional wrestler,
oh my gosh, that is
what
so much.
would your entrance theme song be?
Oh, that's a good one.
are
I'm gonna
gonna
get a little
die.
bit off of there because that was a 10.
You are going to die.
You're gonna like blow a fire out of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Dad,
Oh.
Oh, I
What is
think
it?
I think your head's gonna explode.
Oh, that one comes out. That one comes out of the gate hot. Oh,
Did it come out really fast?
yeah.
Oh wow.
My theme song. Um, um, oh, that's a great question. That's a really good question because it's got to be something that pumps me up. And do you go something heavy? It's probably got to be, I would say, Rage Against the Machine, just because that's pump up music, and they were supposed to come on Monday to Phoenix, and they didn't. They canceled the show, obviously. Oh my gosh. That's so hot. My
Yeah.
tongue is on fire. It would be Rage Against the Machine, probably People of the Sun. The first song, Evil Empire album.
Oh my god.
You guys. Oh.
Are you gonna die?
I really want this virus to end so that we can get back to visiting you guys in the offices and we don't have to resort to these kind of measures to entertain you guys.
And don't do these kind of videos.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
yeah.
Miss you guys. Be safe, be healthy. We'll see you in a little while.